everybody. How y'all doing in there? Eddie here from Everybody Loves Eddie. Last week, you all watched someone go a little bit mad online, and you gave him a lot of support, a lot of good feedback, and he liked that. He really liked that. And last week, he spoke about some interviews he's going to be having with... But before he goes on to all these movers and shakers around the world, we thought, look, best we just start right here at home, so you all can get to know him a little bit better. You know, the man behind the mic, and no, not me, the man behind the mic. You know, anyway, we'll get there. And so, with this in mind, today, ladies and gentlemen, lucky ones, I'm very honored, privileged, overwhelmed, blessed, and damn right, I'm feeling lucky to have Mr. Lucky Life, Mike Parry himself, right here in the lockdown studios with me today. Mike Parry, how the hell are you on this fine day?
Well, hey there, Eddie. How are you, man? I'm doing really good today, thank you. I'm very happy on this little Easter weekend here to be in lockdown, and even a better pleasure to be here sitting, face to face next to you. It's a real pleasure. So thanks for having me today on Eddie TV. How are you doing today, Eddie?
Mike, I'm doing real fine today, and even better for having you here in the studio with me, and in what can be some really lonely times of lockdown, man. So thank you for traveling so far, as you have to get here, especially with all them police, army, Guardia Civil, all the forces taking strict control out on the roads of Ibiza.
You're right, Eddie. It's a risky business out there. Every time that I've been for a cycle or a skate down to the shops here to go and get myself some groceries or anything, and when I've gone down to the local farm to drop off my organic refuse into their compost heap, I've been stopped by the police and the Guardia Civil and everyone and checking where you going, boy. And so it's quite funny actually. But I made it down. I made it here safely. I did nearly fall down the bottom step. I nearly tripped, but
Ooh, that could have been real dangerous. I think at the moment no doctor's really going to be caring about your little sprained ankle. With all these Heineken cases he's got to get through by the end of the day.
Luckily, I didn't. So I made it in. I made it in. Okay, thanks, Eddie.
I'm real glad you made it down the stairs safely, man.
Me too. Thanks, Eddie. Thanks very much.
So Mike, tell me, you've already interviewed loads of the world's top DJs, party promoters, club owners, hoteliers, restaurateurs, over the last decade or more maybe, and on your Lucky Life TV YouTube channel.
It's been a real great pleasure and a great honor to speak to all of those people and get to know a lot more about them and their lives and what's made them lucky and what some of their favorite things about Ibiza or the world that they live in. And it's been a real pleasure to get to do that.
But now, in the hopes of bringing some, what do you call them, tips and techniques, but a lockdown love to the world on how best we stay fit, healthy, productive, and also lucrative, apparently, somehow. There's a way during these lockdown times. Over the next few weeks, you're actually going to be interviewing some pretty really interesting people from across the globe and a whole range of different industries and backgrounds. But before you go out and ask all these people for their tips and advice, I want to know a few things from you.
Okay, cool. All right, Eddie. Yeah, that sounds fair. I don't think anyone has actually ever interviewed me on camera before, so this will actually be a first.
What? Nobody ever interviewed you? What you talking? Nah. I don't believe it. What do you mean nobody ever interviewed you?
Nope. This is true, man. I'm obviously not that interesting or important, mates. So I'm no big name DJ. Didn't make the last latest Beatport's top 10 EDM track, and I don't dress in a Spider-Man outfit to dance on the tables at Bora Bora. So it kind of makes sense that no one's ever interviewed me.
Yeah. Okay, I'm getting you. I get you. That makes sense, man.
Although recently I did get an interview on Richard, the Aura painter. He interviewed me for the Community Ezan magazine recently, which was really great of him. And a lovely, amazing photographer here on the island, Nigel Edgecombe, he interviewed me for his Grand Tribe Ibiza. Also took some photos of me just down here in Cap des Velco with his old school original Polaroid. So that was really cool. Those two interviews you're talking about? Yeah, we're gonna check them out. You guys can check them out. Look at the links below. Yeah, okay, cool. We're gonna check it out. So no, you I guess maybe the first time I'm ever interviewed on camera. So yeah. But anyway, I really like interviewing people. It's fun, it's informative, and it's a really great way to connect with someone and help get their message out there to my audience out there, to you guys, the lucky ones. And I really love to interview people to share the goodness of other people's vibes and all of that out there with you people.
I got you, man. I got you. I also love interviewing, and as I say, I'm feeling real lucky to get to sit down here with you today. And look, what happened is this, man. I gotta tell you, I got some friends in some pretty light places, man. Light places, like. And some of them got access to some, some stuff, some contacts, some information. The kind of things that are, hard to get a hold of on the dark streets of lockdown nights. You know what I'm saying? And one of my girls, well, she got me some inside information on you. She's got this crazy little information network called Lucky Leaks, yeah? Lucky Leaks. You gotta check that shit out, man. It's amazing shit coming out of there. And lucky stuff for us, man. A lady named Julie Ass.
Julie Ass? Julie Ass? Yeah, sounds like you were going to say something more there.
Yeah, Julie Ass, all right? Julie Ass. That's her name. And look, she got a mighty fine ass, too. Maybe that's where the name came from, okay? Julie Ass.
Are you buying this guy? Are you believing
this
right
now? That's for the studio talk after, when the cameras ain't rolling, okay? Anyway, so Julie Ass has recently lucky leaked to me some of the questions that you're going to be asking to all those movers and shakers and industry leaders and magic makers across the globe. And I got them right here with me.
What?
On my iPad, in my hand.
What are you talking about? How the hell did
that
that even happen? How could you have gotten that last week? I only wrote the questions yesterday, man.
I told you, man. I got people on the light side. You know what I'm saying? These people be picking up on vibrations, thoughts, frequencies. They know your ideas before they're even your ideas.
Wow. Okay, man. That's some freaky stuff. I tell you,
freaky, squeaky, creepy, or next level awesome. However you want to describe it, doesn't matter. I got the questions you're going to be asking all those movers, shakers, magic makers. But before you do, I want to ask you these questions first. How do you feel about that?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's kind of cool. I don't have a problem with that.
Okay. Okay, then. Well, if you're cool with that, I'm cool with that.
Okay, sounds good to me, Eddie. Let's
begin then, yeah? Let's begin. Ladies and gentlemen, you ready? On the mic with Mike tonight on Eddie TV. Well, actually, we're on Lucky Live TV, but Eddie TV with Lucky Live on TV in Ibiza. Yeah. First up, tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do, and what you offer to the world.
Well, Eddie, I'm going to say that I think that question's a little bit irrelevant here. Most of the lucky ones listening and watching to this have all met me or know me from the past. But anyway, I'll do a little introduction. My name is Mike Parry. I'm from the Lucky Life brand here in Ibiza. Born and raised in South Africa until I was 21 years old. Then I jumped on a plane as soon as I finished my degree in drama and psychology and went around the world. Yeah, lived in London for quite a while, lived in Australia, did a bit of time in New Zealand, and then eventually moved to Ibiza, where it was really my dream since I was a teenager to live here. I love dance music, but I also love the beach, I love the sunshine, and I've really fallen in love with the other side of the world as well that's offered here, the holistic healing side of Ibiza as well. I make a lot of different films and videos.
Yeah, I heard about these films, man. You make a lot of movies, a lot of films, cooking shows, documentaries, clubbing, crazy shit. Yeah, crazy stuff. All of it. DJs, cops, all of that stuff.
Yeah, all of that. Yeah, interviews, DJs, clubs, parties. That's the whole thing. Yep. And then I run a record label with my good man Ben First, and we throw some pretty cool parties and music as well.
I heard about these parties, man. I heard about these parties. It's badass crazy. Those kind of things, badass parties.
Yeah, those
things go wild. Things are crazy, but we enjoy those parties. Boat parties, beach parties, mad parties.
Yeah, they can get pretty wild sometimes. They do get a little bit out of hand, but we try to keep it in hand. But yeah, and then I also work in travel and tourism, and well, like I say, we've just launched the new Eat Sleep Rave retreat, which I'm really loving the whole concept of.
Yeah, and these retreats, man. People going like chill out, yoga, meditation, but then they party too, and they eat real good, and it's like this weird thing. Okay, yeah, tell me more.
We were meant to go on sale just as lockdown happened. I actually sent out a big email to everyone on on the day before lockdown, and next day lockdown. So we have pulled back on our plans. We're still going ahead with Eat Sleep Rave Retreat. We're just not sure whether it's this year or next year. But yeah, that's what I'm up to, and I live in Ibiza, and I love my lucky life, really. So yeah, thanks Eddie.
Well, I love it, man. I love the smile you bring to the world. I love the shine you bring to the world. I just love the message you bring to the world, man. And right now you bring the message on Eddie TV, on Lucky Life TV. It's just double goodness, and I'm loving it, man. So we got a crisis going on right now. Worldwide, global, be going down. But how have you and your personal life been affected by this whole crisis going on?
For me personally and professionally, Eddie, look, I mean, I live here in a studio on my own here in Ibiza, and I can't go anywhere other than the shops like once a week or so. My car is at the mechanics, so I'm cycling whenever I go, which is pretty cool. It's my little break out the house. But all of my work has stopped, man. There's a couple of people I'm working with on some online stuff, a couple of clients I can do some editing for remotely, and I've done a lot of that before. But other than that, man, all my retreats, as you know, all my filming plans, all of that I had to come to a stop. So
I know what you're saying, man. You, me, everybody. We're on this. Everybody.
We're waiting to see, man. Waiting to see what can come out of the bag, and when this whole Corona thing ends, and when lockdown ends, and we can get back to normal business.
Yeah, I got you, man. It's crazy times for us all across the world. But like you say, we gotta really make the most of it, man. So in the light of these dramatic times, these crazy times, how are you, Mike, skinny man? How are you staying fit and healthy during these lockdown times? What you up to, man? You can't go to the gym. You can't do no swimming. You can't do no rock climbing. You can't do anything, man. No surfing. What you all up to in this little place of yours called home?
Well, I've had to change things up quite a lot, Eddie. What I'm doing at the moment is I'm being really strict on my day-to-day structure. I'm no yogi. I'm no big sportsman, but making sure that all of those little elements are included in my life. So every day I do at least 15 to 30 minutes of stretching my body and just really getting it moving again, and make sure that I just wake up the different muscles. And
I got you, man. I got you. I do some of that stretching stuff too. Bend down, touch my toes. Yeah. That's probably about it. I normally need to sit down to do it though. Touch my toes. Yeah, do that sort of stuff. But yeah, man, I'm into that yogi stuff. I'm Eddie the Yogi.
I'm making sure that I do some meditation. I just go into silence and I spend some time in quiet, and every day I do at least half an hour of exercise, just around here in the house, man. And I'm being creative, push-ups, sit-ups, chin-ups. I've got a little trampoline, luckily, so that's pretty cool. That helps me, stay on the ball. Yeah, keeping healthy like that. And I'm eating, man. I'm eating real good. I've gone on a completely plant-based diet, which is really helping during this time. I only eat from midday until 8 p.m. Otherwise, I could be snacking all day long and all night long. And I'm also making sure that I'm done with my work by latest 10 o'clock at night. So I'm getting some really good sleep. So just the whole essence of my life is all about balance at the moment. And this lockdown time has given me a really good chance to integrate that into my life in a big way.
Question 3. No, wait, that was question 3. Man, I can't keep count here. You're confusing me, man. This is a difficult job, this interviewing thing. Anyway, question 4. And as for business and your own personal sanity, not that you really have much of that left, what you're all doing to stay productive and hopefully maybe even lucrative during these lockdown times? What you all up to?
I'm working on something that I've wanted to do for a long time, and it's a bit about what we're doing here with lucky tips and lockdown techniques, of how to live a lucky life and how to live a balanced and fulfilled life. And
man, that's a real good idea. Yeah, I'm liking that. I'm definitely picking up what you're putting down. Loving that.
I'm working on the text and a bit of a personal empowerment sort of program that I'm going to be releasing soon. Loving working on that, and I'm looking forward to sharing this sort of good vibe and some tips and techniques even further and on a more personal level with people.
Man, loving the creativity, loving the new ideas, loving the people that you're going to be reaching out to and how this is all going to go down, and loving the way that you are spending your time. I'm going to try me some of that stuff because, man, I've been bored and lonely in the little, dress-up box where all of this stuff stays. It's a little box in the darkness, man. You get lonely in there. Lonely is weird. It's crazy times. So, Mike, as the lucky man that you are, tell me, have you got any advice, any tips, any techniques that you can offer to my audience of luck makers? Well, today it's actually of Eddie lovers. But anyway, coming from your place in reality, what can you offer us, man? So a few words of wisdom.
Well, yeah. To all the Eddie lovers out there, about 10 or 11 years ago, I went to Dubai to go and visit a friend, and I got locked up for showing someone a finger that you're not allowed to in Dubai. And I ended up spending a month in jail in the middle of the desert in Dubai, and I didn't know how long I was going to be there for. So it was kind of like lockdown. You're locked up. You don't know how long you're going to be there for. You can't go anywhere. You got no idea really why you're there, and you're not happy about it, but you got to be there, and you don't know when you're leaving there. So in those 24 days, I think I was in there, I set myself some targets, and I made sure that, while I was in there, I wrote a minimum of 15 or 20 pages of my journal and of a book that I was working on. And then I restructured my business and what I was going to do with my life and with Lucky Life and everything moving forward. I exercised every day, and then it was a bonus because somebody was cooking me a meal 3 times a day. It wasn't the best meals, but I had 3 meals a day, and there were no chores to do. The only difference is here there's only one of me. Well, at the moment 2 of us, but there was 60 people in my bedroom. Now it's just me, so I've got a lot more time to think and be in my own space. So what I'd really say to people is that, I feel like from that I was prepared and built for lockdown. And the biggest value that I got from that was having a structure and having some goals and putting things in place that really changed my life after that.
That's a real good way of looking at things, man.
And I wrote down dreams and plans and goals of how I was going to live in Ibiza and start this TV show and this whole production company and really make it real. And 4 years later, I moved to Ibiza and started making it really real. So dreams do come true, and things like lockdown do happen for a reason. Even if you can't at the moment of lockdown actually tell why the hell this is, and you're getting frustrated and you want to get out and you want to get access and back to your normal life, but just know that something good is happening in this time. That's really probably my tips and techniques and anything that I want to share in terms of advice. I hope that helps your audience, Eddie.
Yep, I'm fully supporting you on that one. Great. I'm loving that.
Mike, wait, Mike. How you enjoying being on the mic? You loving it, Mike?
Yeah,
You enjoying being on the mic?
I'm enjoying being on the mic with Mike, and on the other side of the interview. I'm enjoying this. This is really cool. Thank you, Eddie. Thanks for taking the time to do this and for having me on your show. Well, my show, but your show for today. So thanks for that. I appreciate it, man. Good. Because I'm loving having you on the mic, man. It's great having you on the mic with Mike. I mean, Mike. It's great. It's great being on the mic with Mike when you're ready, and loving this. So look, 2 more questions to go. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. On a sad note, Mike, what are you most out of everything most missing about life before lockdown?
Okay, yep, a bit of a sad note. Yeah, fair one. I have been thinking about this a lot. What am I really missing from life before lockdown, as you say? And for me, just over a year ago, I started swimming again, and I was really, really loving that. And it's a great connection with the sea, great connection with nature, and so I'd say I'm missing my swims, man. And I can't wait for the day that lockdown is released. The first thing I'm going to do is definitely get down to Salinas and go and jump in that sea and go for an amazing long big swim.
Yeah, I'm feeling you, man. No swimming. No connection with nature, no getting in the water, no getting swimming around them fishies, getting around all those jellyfish, because there's a lot of jellyfish here, man. Crazy at the moment. It's because you're killing all those turtles. Stop killing the turtles and we won't have jellyfish. And to end off, as we started, and as we shall continue past this lockdown, on a positive note, it's question number 7. It's the lucky one. Mike Parry of Lucky Life Ibiza. What would you say has got to be the biggest positive that you can personally see coming out of all this? For you personally, your home country, South Africa, your home island, Ibiza, your industry, or just for the whole world in general? What's the number one most biggest positive thing that's going on right now, or that's going to come out of all this? What you got to say on that?
Well, Eddie, thank you very much for that question. I'm really glad that you ended with a lucky number 7 and swing it back onto the positive, looking into the future of what we're going to have after this lockdown time. I'm really seeing that the lockdown time is like a global healing ceremony. We're all getting to face, quiet time, solitude for some of us, or real deep time with our families. Time at home, time in lockdown, time where you can't go out, you can't go to the pub, you can't go to the club, you can't go to the beach, you can't do this. I know some people in their apartments and stuff are stuck for their connection with nature, and I really get that. But what I really see coming out of this is people being human again, people reappreciating things that they were forgetting to appreciate, and just a major big healing, man. I see the earth, the trees, the animals, the humans, our hearts, our bodies, everything really going through a big thing of healing. So I hope that you can see that too, and I hope that this doesn't have to go on too much longer for us to all really have the healing that is coming out of this. But I really do believe that's what's going on here, and so let's move forward with the healing of lockdown.
Well, that's just beautiful, Mike. And a real balanced approach to life and lockdown life and life after lockdown, Mike. You all taking that? You all picking up what he's putting down? I hope you are. Good. Because I just want to say a real big thank you to Mike Parry from Lucky Life for coming down the stairs tonight to come and join us right here, and an even bigger thank you for bothering to get dressed for this interview today. I know you wanted to just come down in your, straight from bed and just sit down on this chair and hang out with me, and but I didn't really want you to hang out with me, so and neither did the audience. So also, look, Facebook, man, they're really hatching down on profanity these days. So it's been a real pleasure to catch up with you with your clothes on, and getting to know you a little bit more, and a little bit more about your lockdown life, your lockdown lucky life, and I wish you all the best for all these interviews that are coming up, and keep on shining that smile, man. Keep on sharing those positive vibes of yours, and all of y'all, keep on watching the sky and liking it and sharing it. What we want to spread right now is no virus, man. We want to spread positive vibes, good ways of seeing the world, being in the world, treating the world, treating yourself, treating others.
Big thanks to you, Eddie. I've really enjoyed every moment of this today. And thank you very much for having me on your show today, and on my show as well. Thanks to all the Eddie lovers out there, and to all the Lucky Lifers. Thanks for watching, and thanks for joining this. Do stay connected. As soon, I'm going to be bringing you some interviews with some of my favorite guides and inspirations from, really, I'm talking to like health and wellness specialists, business gurus, nutrition specialists, music, meditation, and much, much more right here on the Lucky Tips and Lockdown Love on Lucky Life TV, but coming to you from Ibiza. So I really thank you guys for watching and for joining in on this creative little concoction that I can come up with during my time in lockdown. Thanks, and continue to share the good vibes. Thank you, Eddie.
Fantastic, man. Well, thank you so much, Mike. To every one of you out there, big thanks for watching Eddie TV. Stay lucky, and a big lockdown love to you all.
Hey,
that's
my
my
line.
line.